right, everyone. I told you we'd be back, and here we are recording another episode of Spoiler Alert. Looking like a shorter episode, but that's okay. We got some good shit to talk about this time around. I've
Oh
got a
yeah.
belly full of Alfredo pasta, so might have to poop in the middle of this. We'll see how far we can we can make it. But we got big movies to talk about this time around. Gave you a little sneak preview into that in my little 15-minute episode. If you gave it a listen, if not, fuck you. But that's cool. We're gonna do a full review of Weapons that just came out. Ty and I both saw that,
Oh
and
yeah.
then we're gonna do our Convince Me to See or Not, or The Naked Gun, which came out, I believe, last weekend.
hmm
And then The Life of Chuck, which I guess came out even longer ago, maybe a
I was gonna
couple
say
months at
yeah.
this
It's
point.
it's been like a couple months, but after hearing about it, I'm excited.
That's right. So we are just going to hop right into it. Upcoming, we're going to include the weekend that just passed, along with what is upcoming for August 15th weekend. So, of course, Weapons. Not going to go too into that. Zach Cregger is back again after his horror debut as a director with Barbarian. This is his next film when all but one child from the same class mysteriously vanish on the same night at exactly the same time. A community is left questioning who or what is behind their disappearance. So, Ty, I know both you and I have been excited for this one, and we finally saw it.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to talk about it. Let's just say that. I'll leave it there.
Lots of faces in this. You get Julia Gardner from Ozark, Josh Brolin, who is of course Thanos, and many others.
And I just
Um,
realized he's super underrated. He's only been nominated one time for an Academy Award, which I think is
really?
crazy. Yeah, never won.
Well, what for what? No Country for Old Men,
It
or
wasn't even No Country. No, I can't remember what it was, but I was just looking at it the other day 'cause after I saw Weapons. Like he's fucking great. How has he not had an
oh man,
Academy Award?
Milk. That's
Milk.
like
That
that.
was it.
Yeah. Oh boy,
Crazy.
that's a shame. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I like pretty much everything he's in. He's like a. This is what I expect like a John Bernthal to be like in like 10, 20 years.
Yeah,
Just like
definitely.
a tough older man.
Uh-huh, yep, and speaking of
Uh,
John Bernthal, he was just in Pittsburgh for the Steel City Comic Con, which is
oh
sweet.
yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
Bernthal
That was
fucking
going on in,
rules.
Monroeville this weekend. They had a bunch of people for it this year.
That it's interesting that that does get decently big.
Yeah. I'm surprised they don't do it at, like, the convention center downtown, but it's only at the place up
Yeah,
in Monroeville, but yeah, we drove through there on the way home today. We were in
this
Maryland for the weekend, and it was packed.
I've only been to the Monroeville Convention Center at like the end of winter
Huh?
because that's when Willie's does like their big like snowboarding snow gear sale.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah,
only
okay.
time I've been there.
Gotcha.
And then for the big convention center in Pittsburgh, the only thing I've ever heard going on there is the fucking furry convention.
Yeah. It's
Only
nuts.
thing.
The only thing I've ever went to the big convention center for is Beer Fest. Yeah, and just
Whatever.
Beer Fest. It's crazy that they do it at the big convention center still.
Yeah, that feels like a North Shore thing.
Mhm. Oh, they do one in the North Shore too. They do the
Okay.
summer in the North Shore, I think, at, Stage AE.
A little side rant here. Steelers look good. Backup quarterbacks look fantastic. Rudolph went out there, touchdown
Hell yeah.
immediately. Skylar Thompson looks great.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
now
love
the
to
only thing
see
is, like,
Will.
what are they gonna do with Will Howard now? Because obviously they wanted
Yeah,
him to get a good look this offseason. He got hurt, so now he's not gonna get any looks during the because he's hurt for, I don't know, 3, 4 weeks, they said, which is the entire preseason. So
yeah.
Skylar Thompson goes out and throws 3 touchdowns. Like, oh, okay.
Now we have a real battle.
They're just gonna have to have 4 quarterbacks on the roster unless they send, I don't know, Thompson to the practice squad, but somebody would pick him up instantly.
Yeah,
So, and
it's
you can't send
it's
Will Howard down there.
nope.
Can't.
So
So,
he's gonna be stuck here.
yeah.
I'm fine with him sitting for the season behind Rodgers, learning.
Yeah.
Take the Mahomes approach. He sat behind was it Alex
Smith?
Smith? Yes,
Huh?
and then he gets hurt. Mahomes goes in, and obviously we know the rest. Same with
Yeah.
Ben, actually. The Tommy
Tommy
Maddox
Maddox.
that went down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that
So
people are saying, like, since he's not getting a good look this preseason, if they go out and draft a quarterback in the first round next year while they're drafting
yeah,
Pittsburgh, then Will Howard's just pretty much gonna
it's
never
true.
get a look. We're never gonna get to see what he's made out of. So who knows?
Don't
Hopefully that's not
don't
the case, but
don't fuck us up, Tomlin.
right. They're
Back
gonna
to
win the Super
movies.
Bowl this year, so they won't get to pick they won't get to pick a quarterback anyway. They're gonna
Yeah.
win the Super Bowl.
I wanna go to the draft though. I wanna come up for that.
Oh yeah,
That's
guaranteed.
Weapons, we will go into full detail in that a little bit later in the episode. Actually, the very last thing we'll do in the episode. So stay tuned for that. Freakier Friday also came out. I don't think anyone really cares. Apparently, it was okay. 7.1 out of 10, 61 on Metacritic. Brother saw it, said it was mediocre, which I mean, yeah, you kind of expect that. No one really asked for this. I still do think Jamie Lee Curtis is a fantastic actress. You know, you
Yeah.
watch her in The Bear and you're like, fuck, she's very, very good. Why is she doing crap like this?
Right.
So
I guess the
that's out
first one,
there.
I don't know, maybe just because nostalgia, and I guess, like,
Sure.
I don't know. But that was never for us, so.
Nah. I like Lindsay Lohan. I watched the shit out the Parent Trap just because of her,
Oh, hell yeah, definitely.
obviously. But yeah, no one cared. Next week, what is actually coming out for the weekend of August 15th, we're going to start with Nobody 2. So Bob Odenkirk is going to come back as suburban dad Hutch Mansell, former lethal assassin pulled back into his violent past after thwarting a home invasion, setting off a chain of events that unravel secrets about his wife Becca's past and his own. I don't remember the first one at all.
I actually thought it was great. The first one was, I mean, yeah, it's definitely forgettable, but it's kind of just like a John Wick. I remember it was like I was pleasantly surprised by it.
Yeah,
So this one would be
see,
cool.
looks
Hopefully
like
this is good.
looks like I have a 7, so I enjoyed it enough apparently.
Yeah, I think I was probably about in that range too.
But yeah, Nobody 2, we'll see that's going to be good enough one to go out
Yeah,
there and
definitely.
see. Might be the only one to go out there. And
Well, that might be. I'll wait until I'll tell you which one I'm interested in here. There's one more on the list.
well, it might be this one here, Americana. The
Yeah.
lives of local outsiders and outcasts violently intertwine when a rare Lakota ghost shirt
I have no idea
falls
what that is.
into the black market in a South Dakota town. Yeah, no idea what that means, but Sydney Sweeney is in this with her jeans, her great
Oh
jeans.
yeah.
And then we get the other man, Paul Walter Hauser. Fucking dude rules.
I was gonna make a joke about there being two reasons why I wanted to see this movie and about Sydney Sweeney's big old honkers, but she's the reason I want to see it, and also Paul Walter Hauser because he's
Yeah.
fucking great. He's the man.
He's also
He's
fat.
he's in
Probably has
so
his
much
own
stuff in the show.
honkers.
Guaranteed.
So that is also
Simon
out
Rex is
here.
in this too. Holy shit.
Who? Simon Rex.
Rex,
Okay,
Dirt
yeah, I can
Nasty,
see that.
yeah.
Thug nasty. And Tony Tost, I wanted to call him Tony Toast. That's way more fun to say. Is the writer. He wrote he's mostly a TV guy, it looks like. Longmire,
Okay.
Poker Face, Damnation, and The Terror. That's actually all he's done. He's only done TV. This is his first feature film. So we'll see
Huh.
how that goes.
I wonder if Halsey's trying to do like more of a transitioning into acting now. She was just in Maxine too not that long ago. Now she's in this
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. He was in Sing 2,
Yeah.
that is. All right. We'll see
I'm
if she
definitely
can do
gonna
it.
check this one out, I think. I just looked to see if there was any showtimes yet. There's not, but there are for Nobody too. So I'll have to check and see when this one starts showing. Hopefully Friday.
The third out of the four movies I'm going to talk about here is going to be Denzel's latest movie, which don't look great. It is Apple TV Plus, highest to the number 2, of course, lowest. When a Titan music mogul is targeted with a ransom plot, he is jammed up in a life or death moral dilemma. Love Denzel. Really like Jeffrey Wright. A$AP Rocky's in it for some reason.
I like Rocky. I'm a fan of A$AP Rocky.
Was it A$AP? No, Joey Badass. That's who I'm thinking of. Joey Badass was in Mr. Robot, not A$AP.
Yeah, okay.
So you get some people here. Spike Lee directing it. I don't know the last thing he's made that was something I wanted to see.
Right.
Black Klansman, I guess.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was good. So that is the latest thing here. That'll be on Apple TV Plus.
I'm interested in this one
weekend.
because I just found out that I have Apple TV Plus, so I watched that a good bit now.
There you
and I don't know. This is 2 hours and 13 minutes long though, which seems long.
Yeah, Denzel's great. He's so good.
I feel like he wouldn't do it if it was going to be like a shitty movie, but
That's
I feel like
fair.
it's also just kind of going to be like I feel like its ceiling is definitely like a 7 for me. But
user ratings are not available yet, but a Metacritic of 76.
Okay, that's not bad.
Not terrible.
I just hate this tagline. It says all dollar signs ain't good dollar signs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might not
Was
watch this.
that's kind of Spike Lee's style.
Also,
Uh,
A$AP Rocky's gonna be in a bunch of stuff lately too, because he's in this, and then he's gonna be in another one coming out. It's called "If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You." It looks insane. It's an
that sounds
A24
fun.
movie.
Okay.
I think it comes out in a couple months. Yeah, it comes out in October. That one will be a good one though, I think. I think it's about a mom that's, like, going through some shit.
Yeah,
Her child gets a
sounds
mysterious illness, and her
angry.
husband's a missing person. Yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be a wild one.
Last one here, Witchboard. Seems is supposed to be a horror movie. A cursed witchboard awakens dark forces, dragging a young couple into a deadly game of possession and deception. I don't recognize anybody except Charlie Tahan, who was also from Ozark, so we're going to be talking about his cousin here.
Ah.
He was Wyatt in there. Madison Eisman is apparently leading this movie. She was in Jumanji, the newer ones, as Bethany, American Horror Story. I Know What You Did Last Summer, the TV series. So it seems like she does a lot of horror. Goosebumps, Annabelle Comes Home.
I was thinking this is like some kind of European movie or something because I've never heard of a witch board, and I was trying
Yeah,
to think if some of these actors are all just
Ouija
like
board.
European and stuff. I have no idea. So
See here, Chuck Russell is from. Well, he graduated from University of Chicago. That doesn't mean anything. He directed his. Okay, yes, he's from Illinois. Okay, so he's American.
okay,
His first movie he directed was Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
huh?
So he's
He's
been
been
in the
around for a
horror
while
game.
then.
Oh, he directed The Mask with Jim Carrey.
Oh wow!
Also directed The Scorpion King, which is mostly known for its horrible CGI.
I saw that this Jamie Campbell Bower that's in this is also the dude that plays Vecna in Stranger Things.
Jamie D. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We'll have that to talk about each week, or is it coming out weekly? Is it all dropping at once? We'll definitely have that to
I
talk
think
about
they
once.
do like 3, 4
Three and
episodes at
three,
first.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember they were doing like some on like each holiday, right? Isn't it like some in like November, some in
It
December,
might be. They
some in
might do it
January?
like they did Squid Games.
Yeah, and they were like, "This is the worst fucking release schedule I've ever
Yeah, like
seen."
what are we? Because you forget everything, and then
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. They've taken so long doing this that they can't split it up. It won't work.
yeah.
But yes, he's in that. He was also young Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts
Oh yeah, that's right.
and in the Twilight movies and Sweeney Todd.
Hell yeah.
So another horror spooky guy here. But I don't know. It kind of looks like a cheap horror, but we'll see what happens. Sometimes those are hits.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's all I got here, Ty.
Yeah, and I don't have too much more coming up here either with the news. So that's why I'll shoehorn another little discussion afterwards. But first thing I got here is that there's going to be a new season of Trailer Park Boys, which I
Hell
completely
yeah.
forgot all about this show. Thought it was long gone and done, but they just wrapped up filming on a 13th season. There hasn't been a new season since 2018. Apparently, all the main cast and recurring characters are returning. Apparently, though, the newest season isn't going to be on Netflix along with the rest of
Yeah.
the show. It's going to be exclusively on tpbplus.com, which
Yeah.
is like their own website, I guess. It used to be like SwearNet or something, I think they called
Yep.
it. But I guess right now that website just has like short form comedy clips of them and then like a spin off series on it called Trailer
Mm.
Park Jail, which I have no idea what that's all about. But this will be on that coming in April 2026 to coincide with the series' 25th anniversary.
So really what that means is everyone's just gonna pirate it.
Yeah, for sure. Because
No one's paying for this.
I was gonna say I'm so curious how much it costs. Let's see,
Yeah, that's a good
TPB
question.
Plus.
Like they've been doing little things on YouTube. They have their podcast,
Yeah,
but yeah, a streaming service just for them. I don't think so, guys. Sorry.
sign up. Let's see how much it costs to sign up. $3.99 a month. Okay, that's really not bad in the grand scheme
That
of
isn't
things.
bad. You know, it's like maybe you pay it once, binge the season, and then let it
Yeah,
go.
39.99 for a year, 3.99 for months. You could definitely watch this whole season in a month.
Oh yeah.
So you might get your $4 worth. I
I'll
bet. So I can't talk
I'll
too much.
also say if you ever get the chance to see them live, it's one of the funniest fucking things.
I'm sure it is. They're all fucking
Yeah.
hilarious. And I forgot how much I like this show until I started
Oh, it's
reading
so
into
fun.
this. It's the best. I don't even know if I watched the most recent couple seasons, so I might have to catch up. But it's so damn good. There's so many good funny jokes in that show. My
Oh,
favorite
yeah.
though is just Julian never spilling his drink ever.
It's impressive.
They like wreck the car and he gets out still holding the drink perfectly, like
Yeah.
not. It's so good.
If you notice, Ty, usually in our fantasy league, Brad's team name is almost always something Trailer Park Boys related.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say. I thought somebody always had it. That's good. So we have that coming out in a couple. Well, I guess a year. Next up here is Zach Cregger's popular guy these days. We're going to talk about him here after a bit. He's going to be, this is so short. He's going to be directing a Resident Evil film.
Nice.
He's not going to be remaking any story like within the game universe. It's going to be his own original plot. But he says he's not going
Okay.
to break the rules of the game. Says he's a big fan, so he's going to keep it like true to the franchise without telling a story we've already seen and heard a bunch of times in the game. So apparently, he already wrote the script, and that's pretty much all there is about that so far. But I mean, Zach Cregger's he's 2 for 2 right now,
All
so
about it. Yeah.
his Resident Evil movie is probably going to be great. I wish he was going to adapt Resident Evil 7 because I love that game so much. It's so
Yeah.
sick. I
I
have
think
Resident Evil
4 is
8.
the one they haven't done as
Yeah.
well. Like I really like 4 because they're remaking all of them at this point, but like
Yeah.
4 was like the one that really kind of changed what the Resident Evil games were.
Uh huh.
Um, and the characters are fun. But actually,
Yeah.
I'm lying. I think they might have done it, but like animated. I might be wrong.
I was gonna say after 7, I got real into them. So I have 7. I never finished 8, so I got to finish 8 because I know it's
Mm,
good too. And then like I got whatever one was like the first couple of the remakes. I got a couple of those too. So I'm a fan of that. So I'm really looking forward to the
yeah.
movie. So far, I mean, we've talked about it before. They tried to do it on Netflix. They've tried to do it movies before. They've all been shit. So if one guy can do it right, it's got to be the Craig Master. And
Abraham
then
Lincoln himself.
so leading off of that, I saw a picture on Twitter today and it said, are these the four masters of modern horror? And it was Jordan Peele,
Mhm.
Osgood Perkins, Zach Cregger's, and Robert Eggers. And I was just thinking, they're all pretty damn good, but I think a couple of them are better than the others, and one stands out the most above all.
Yeah.
So my take is that Jordan Peele, even though I mean, he's definitely probably the biggest and I'd say most well known because his movies have been huge. I would take almost anybody else's movies over his, though. I would take Longlegs over anything that stacks up to. Not the monkey, though. So
Yeah.
Perkins, he's out for being number one. Cregger's is 2 for 2. Barbarian and Weapons are both fucking
Mhm.
fantastic. So I might take Cregger's over Peel there. And
Yeah.
Robert Eggers, even though he's not as much like horror, his movies, he's got the best filmography out of all of them. He's 4 for 4. The Witch, The Lighthouse, The Northman, and Nosferatu.
Yeah, it's a interesting conversation
Hmm.
because, if we're talking unique modern horror, it's
Hmm.
Peel versus Cregger's, which is
Yeah.
comedy, guys, which is hilarious. Actually, at the beginning of it, we saw it at the Alamo Draft House here. They had like a little 10-minute interview with Cregger's, just like
No.
running through all the horror directors that actually used to be comedy guys, and there was more than you think.
Oh, yeah.
Um, so it's funny that that's the thing. I would 100% put Cregger's over Jordan Peele. I
Mhm.
think Get Out, he peaked at with number one. I
100%. I almost
I
forgot about
hated
Us.
Us.
I did
I
not like
hated
Us
Us.
either that much. I
Yeah.
completely forgot about it. Nope was cool, but I think he went way too high concept with it.
Yeah, there was just not enough meat on the bone with that one.
100%.
Is how I felt. So I think Cregger's over Peele for sure. Robert Eggers is always just solid for me. Like none of them
Mhm.
blow my mind of what he's made. They're always just like that was good, and
Yeah.
they're always kind of a more gritty gothic feel to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and then Osgood's tough, right? Because if we're just talking movies, Long Legs was obviously fantastic. That was our movie of the year.
Hell
And
yeah.
then The Monkey was good enough. It was not incredible. So I think
Right.
it's tough. I Osgood might be under Peel just because he doesn't have enough of a resume yet.
Right, 100%. I think we
Uh,
could reignite this conversation after his newest one comes out in November. We talked about maybe a
Absolutely.
couple weeks ago. I think that's gonna get him more in the back to the straight up horror rather than like the horror comedy, which was like The Monkey.
And that's it. I think once we start talking about the full review of Weapons, we can go
Yeah.
into like the horror comedy mixture because I'm on record here on the show
Mhm.
saying I'm not a fan of that style. I'm like fucking
Mhm.
pick one.
Yeah.
But with how Weapons went, I'm kind of giving this one a pass.
Yeah. So many like art. like just funny. Like I mean, I think they probably intend to be funny in some spots, but some are just funny as shit, and they're not even trying to be,
Yeah,
especially in weapons. So we'll talk about it.
yeah.
But I just thought that
Um,
was a good debate, just good discussion to
so
have
so
about all
what is
these
your order?
modern. My order right now, I'm trying to think. So as far as straight up horror goes, I would probably have to put Eggers on the bottom just because The Witch is a really good horror movie, but the others aren't really horror movies. They're just really good fucking movies. So even though I think he's the best filmmaker out of this group, I'd probably put him at 4 as far as like horror goes. And then I'd probably do Perkins because like we said, he's batting 1 for 2 with long
Mhm,
legs and then the monkey just being kind of meh. I would
right.
put Peel second probably just because of how much he has his hand in horror these days. Get Out, and then he's got Monkey Paw, which is doing all kinds of shit. And then right now, I'd put Cregger's at number 1 because he's 2 for 2.
Yeah, hard to do better than that. So I'm with you. Craigers at the top. I think I do Craigers, Eggers, Peel, Perkins.
Yeah.
That
If we're
say that fucking 5 times.
right. If
That's
we're
a
going for
tough one.
just a straight up overall rankings, I would put Eggers number 1, and then
Okay.
Cregger's 2, Peel, and then Perkins. Even though Perkins has a 10 out of 10 movie, it's crazy.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's just the way you
tough.
look at it.
And he did the Twilight Zone or an episode of the Twilight Zone, the new one, but it's
Uh
like
huh.
I don't know. It's just not nearly the same. Also, wasn't that also Jordan Peele?
I
Yeah,
think so.
Jordan
Yeah,
Peele.
yeah.
So
He did the whole
that was
series or something like that.
yeah, he did the whole thing.
They they're really trying to push this new him movie on us like it's a Jordan Peele movie he directed, but I think he just like
Yeah,
produced
and it's
it.
not. Yeah,
I think
I
it's gonna
thought
be
that too.
shit. I don't know. We'll see. It might be okay. The guy that's like the star alongside like whichever Wayans brother it is, Damon or
Mhm.
whatever. He was a kid that's in I Know What You Did Last Summer. So I
Uh-huh.
think he was pretty solid. So he might be able to do all right.
Okay.
We'll see. I
Yeah,
think that's coming out
I
in
like
weeks.
football. It could
Yeah,
be
I'm a football
interesting
guy.
enough, so we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I think that's
Um,
the end of that though. I don't have anything else for news and
okay. I can start with my convince me to see or not. And this is a real easy. See this fucking movie.
yeah, hell
It's
yeah.
how
I
this is
told
going to
Tay
go.
we're gonna watch it this week for sure. It's
Absolutely.
already on the list. We stopped at Barnes and Nobles real quick today, and they had the book Life of Chuck on the shelf, and I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna
Oh, really?
watch it." I almost bought it. I almost bought the book just to read it real quick before I. It's a
Yeah.
short read. I think it's probably less than 200 pages.
What's so
But
interesting is so one, it's Stephen King.
huh.
Um, a lot of Stephen King's best movies were not full out novels. They were just
Yeah.
short stories. So,
Yep.
this is probably in there. Stand by Me,
One of my favorite movies of all time, Stand by Me. I
Shawshank
think I would put it
Redemption.
on top 5.
I love Stand by Me. It was. I remember watching it with my mom. I was probably
Oh yeah, that's definitely a
11.
mom.
You get Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix or River
No, River
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Yes,
Yeah, and, Jerry O'Connell. Do you listen to
Ariel.
Pardon My Take at all?
A little bit. Yeah, not
He's
often.
always on Pardon My Take, and he's
Really?
so damn funny. It's so cool because I would have never thought like, I always thought he was, like, a pretty cool guy and stuff, but on Pardon My Take, he is just absolutely hilarious. He's a menace.
Gross.
He's, like, a big fantasy football degenerate too, and I think he, like, runs their fantasy football team,
Oh,
and,
that's
like,
awesome.
every year they have him on right before fantasy season, and he's, like, talking about who he's gonna draft, and it's just so funny.
Yeah. So Stephen King writes way too many things,
Mhm.
and it's the short stories that end up the best.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh, but yeah, this is currently my front runner for movie of the year.
Wow, that's
Um,
huge.
it was the closest I got to giving a 10 on this show.
Wow.
Um, I think the last closest before this was the Iron Claw.
Wow, hell
Um,
yeah.
this was absolutely fantastic. I was thinking I was going to give a 10 most of the movie. There is just trim out 10 minutes and it's
Mhm.
perfect. Because
How
there's
long
just
is it?
let's see here. Life of Chuck. It is an hour 51.
That's not bad. Okay.
So it moves from the very
Mhm.
beginning. You're intrigued. You're like, what the hell is happening? And the way it is told is pretty neat. It
Mhm.
is told in like different sets of time. So it
Oh,
starts
right,
at
okay.
the end and
Yeah.
then it keeps going backwards.
Kinda like
Uh,
Benjamin Button almost.
yeah, exactly.
Yep. So it's not a horror movie, right? It's just kind of like a
Not at all.
didn't
Yeah.
think so. Okay.
It is more so it's a sci-fi fantasy. I could see
Yeah.
fantasy. I don't really agree with sci-fi. And then maybe a little bit of mystery in here as
Okay.
well. But the beginning of the movie, the very first chunk, you're like, I thought Tom Hiddleston was in this movie, and like you don't see him like for
Uh-huh.
a while. And I would say he's even in it less than Benjamin Pajek, who plays the younger version of him.
Okay.
Um, and then even less so is Jacob Tremblay, even though they throw his name like higher up on the credits.
Mhm.
And for the longest time when I'm watching this, I'm like thinking I'm watching Jacob Tremblay because him and this Benjamin Pajek kid, they look the fucking same.
Oh, wow.
You know, like if you compare this kid to Jacob Tremblay in Room, they're the
Mhm.
same person. They look exactly the
Okay.
same. And my whole thing was like, I could have sworn Jacob Tremblay was like way older now. And he
Mhm.
is. And he's only in the movie 10 minutes, 15
Mhm.
minutes. Mark Hamill is in it out of nowhere. And then Matthew Lillard also has a role, not a huge role, but he is in it and he's memorable. And then I am gonna butcher this guy's name, but he was fantastic. Chai Wetel Ejiofor.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
Was he a Black Panther? No, he was 12 Years a Slave. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but he was fantastic. The story actually focuses on him at the start, but it is go in blind. I don't know if you've seen the trailer yet already.
Mhm.
And even like
Yeah, it's
now
pretty.
speaking about it, I don't want to give you a lot of info.
I was gonna say, don't give me locks. I'm gonna watch it
Yeah,
this week, and I'll talk about it because I'm
absolutely.
excited for it. And I just looked up who it's directed by, and it's
Yeah,
directed by Mike Flanagan, who's done a bunch of Stephen King
he
stuff
rules.
actually. And then he's also the guy that did Haunting of Hill House, Haunting of
Yep.
Bly Manor, two great fucking shows. Doctor
Yeah.
Sleep, Midnight Mass. That one I still never watched. Fall of the House of Usher, I didn't watch either. And then Midnight Club. So,
So
but he's doing the Carrie movie for Stephen King.
I
That's his
didn't re-
series.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize he directed it until you see his wife. He puts his wife in
Okay.
everything he does. And
Oh,
so
is
she,
it that chick? Like
yes.
the okay.
Yep. So I saw
Yep.
her, I was like, wait a minute, I know you. And then I
Uh-huh.
looked it up. I'm like, ah, okay.
Kate
Um,
Siegel's her name.
yes. And then Haunting of Hill House actually just got ranked best Netflix original, which I think I agree.
I honestly think that's it might be a quick tie with Ozark for me because I fucking love Ozark.
I always forget Ozark was Netflix. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But other than that, it and Blind Manor are both great.
Yeah. Check out Fall of the House of Usher. That was
Yeah, I think I
also very
will.
good.
It's on the list for sure.
The only other thing I will say, so I won't spoil anything, is you know how in the Haunting of Hill House there's shit in the background that you're like, once you notice it, you're always
Mhm.
looking in the background.
Yeah.
That's this movie too. And
Nice.
that makes it a movie that you're gonna watch or want to watch multiple times because I think you'll notice something different after each watch.
Yeah, that's awesome. And like ever since we started the pod, really, I'm always kind of trying to watch in the background for shitty movies. And I miss it still in the first watch, and then upon rewatch, I'll find out
Mm,
like
mm.
shit that we missed. So definitely gonna check this one out. I can't wait.
Yeah, this is the easiest convince me to see I think I've ever had. So check it out.
Oh yeah,
It is
there we
out
go.
there streaming.
Hell yeah, definitely gonna check that one out this week. I'll let you know when I do. So I think that'll just lead me into the Naked Gun, huh?
I will.
And you remember the week it was the pod right before I was gonna go see it the next day. I think all I could talk about was how excited I was for this one, how funny it was gonna be. It was getting such great reviews, and what a fucking letdown this one
Oh
was.
no.
Uh-huh. I kinda tried to wait to, like, break the news, but I wasn't sure if you saw it on Letterboxd or not. Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I was so hyped for this one, and I don't know if I'm just in the minority here or if it just doesn't align with my, sense of humor. I didn't like this one that much at all.
yeah.
There's definitely, like, a lot of jokes, and I'd say, like, less than a third of them probably hit for me. It was all just stupid, like, kinda throwaway boomer humor for the most part, and they showed all the funniest parts in the fucking trailer, like, all the funniest bits. There might have been a couple, like, throwaway lines and stuff in the movie, like one-liners that I
Dang.
I actually laughed out loud a couple times, but I was expecting that the whole movie. I was expecting to just not be able to, like, breathe. I was laughing so hard the way people were talking about this movie, and that's just not the case at all. It just kinda reminded me of, like, a shitty spoof movie from, like, the early 2000s, like, Date movie or something like that.
Yeah.
Um, just so many stupid bits and jokes that I don't know if they were actually trying to be funny or if they're just, like, bad. There's a couple that are actually pretty funny. Like, he's got some lines about Pamela Anderson. He's like, "She's got a" I don't know if he said ass he said, "A bottom so nice the toilet would be begging for some brown," or something like that. I was like, So I laughed. There's some parts where I did laugh. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Like, so I might be in the minority here whenever I just I think I just maybe had too high expectations for it. I'm gonna go through and look at some of the things I wrote down that were funny. So he asked somebody if he was drunk. I think somebody asked Liam Neeson if he was drunk. He's like, "Ah, just a little bit to wake me up." That was pretty funny. Um, which him and Pam were great. I got nothing bad to say about them. I just think it was more the writing, if anything. He said there's somebody asked him about if he itches or something like that. He's like, "Whenever I itch, I don't stop until I break skin, and the doctor makes me wear mittens." That shit made me laugh. There's like a whole like 10-minute long scene of him like interrogating a guy, but then his like dash cams on. He's eating like all these chili dogs in the car, and he has to go take a shit. I don't know. It's kind of funny, but it was also just there's one scene that reminds me of I Think You Should Leave, and that got a laugh out of me. That's probably the best part. But a lot of the good stuff they showed is in the trailer, so you're kind of gonna know what you're gonna get. There's a big UFC like part in the movie. Bisping and Anik are in it. I think Joseph Benavidez and Brandon Moreno are in it. Justin Gaethje and Usman are in it, so that was pretty cool. Dave Batista makes a cameo. There's a bunch of cameos. But yeah, I think I'm glad they're doing movies like this in theaters again for sure. Um, there might be some callbacks to the original that you just recently watched that I probably missed. But overall, I kind of think this one was just too overhyped, or maybe I just had too high expectations after that. So it was just a letdown. I think I'd take Happy Gilmore 2 over this 1,000 times over. Probably the biggest letdown of the year come awards time for me. I'm thinking I'm gonna go 5 on it, but I could even see myself being like a 4 on it. I just don't
Yeah.
think the plot was good enough to hold up for. Uh, it kind of hits a lull, and the jokes don't keep it up. So it
Yeah.
also is only an hour and 25 minutes long, but it felt like it was like damn near 2 hours. So I don't know what was up with that. But yeah, I'm glad they're doing comedies like this again. Maybe it would have been better if it was rated R, but yeah, I just
Was
didn't
it
hit like
not?
I thought it was gonna. I think it was rated PG-13 because I had to look it up right whenever it started to see, and I believe it is PG-13. I'm gonna pull it up right now. The Naked Gun.
I guess the original was also
Uh
PG-13.
huh.
I
Yeah,
don't know why I thought it was
PG-13.
R. Could have swore
Yeah.
there was like a naked lady in it or something.
Right.
I guess not.
Yeah. So I mean, there are spots that are funny, but I think that I just thought it was gonna be so fucking funny the whole time that I'm just let down.
Damn,
Yeah.
that is a shame.
Yeah. Damn shame.
Because I thought it was going to be, somewhat okay. The ratings around it,
Uh
like a
huh.
7 out of 10 and a 75 on Metacritic.
Right. I'm still
Um,
gonna recommend you watch it because I mean I
okay.
think it's pretty good for like a watch. It might be okay to watch every now and then, throw it on if it ever hits Netflix or something like that. You want to have like some laughs. It's an easy watch for sure.
It's one of those
Uh,
things where expectations.
right.
And
It killed it for me, I think.
maybe I did you wrong by like after watching the first one, I'm like, oh, that was actually really funny.
No, no,
And
no, no.
no,
I know
okay.
the first one's like legendary. So, but I've just the reviews for this one. Everybody's like, this is the best fucking comedy in 10 years, and I think that's straight up false.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do think you should watch it and see. That way, I can see if it's just me that doesn't think it's funny,
Right.
or if it's just not.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, that'll be a discussion, I guess, come award time.
For sure, for sure.
Awesome. That will take us about into the weapons full review. But before that, I got a little rant I wanted to give here because I enjoyed my movie and then I got my fucking bill and I was livid. I couldn't believe it. So we saw weapons on a Friday. So okay,
hmm
yeah, we're gonna pay full price. Alamo's always a little bit more expensive as well, but I'm okay paying the higher prices because you don't get the ass wipes that are just on their phone talking. The
hmm
staff does a great job keeping everyone in check. And then before the movie started, they're like, want to remind you, we now add 18% gratuity onto everyone's bill. And I'm like,
Huh.
okay, sure, that's whatever. I guess, just don't leave an extra tip if you don't want to.
hmm
Thanks for letting me know. We paid, let me see how much our tickets were. I think we paid $23 if I
A
am not
piece.
mistaken. No, 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 no.
I was gonna
Total.
say, holy shit.
Purchase history. I paid $27 for two people.
Hmm.
That's fine. Whatever. That's
Yeah.
what it is. You want to guess how much 2 chicken tender baskets and 2 drinks were?
Shit, I'm gonna say those were probably all about $10 a piece, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe more. So probably like you're probably around like damn near $70 all in.
Exactly. I paid
Wow,
$73.
that's insane.
So we
That's
paid
dumb.
almost $100 for 2 people to go to the movies.
That is fucking criminal.
And I'm like, this wasn't worth it.
No
Like the
way.
movie was great. We're going to talk about it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now that like I have my theater room, my
Hmm.
screen is better than their screen. Their seating's
Right.
better than mine because I got a fucking air mattress right now. I don't have that. But like my view is better at my house. It's like the
Uh-huh.
only thing I'm paying for here is to see a movie as soon as it comes out.
Uh-huh. And
And
that's
like
why,
it
like,
hurt.
yeah, that's crazy. So I always use Fandango now, and I do think movies are cheaper back here for sure than they are. If I was going to like the big AMC, I'm sure they're probably a bit more expensive. And if I was
Mhm.
going on like late night Friday evenings and like all the evening times, that's why I'm always using Fandango, and I always try to go early, like right after work. 'Cause I get
Yeah.
out of work really early, because I can start early. So I can see a movie like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm paying matinee price. So it's already probably only
Yep.
like $10 or so. But every like 4 movies you see on Fandango, you get $5 off. So I'm seeing movies for like $5 sometimes, which is sweet.
Yeah.
And then every Wednesday on Fandango, they do Apple Pay Wednesday. They take $5 off your ticket. So
Okay.
literally, I can get a $5 movie ticket pretty much every week, which is nice.
Yeah.
So can't beat it. Especially
Like
just right after work, go see a $5 movie, talk about it on the pod. Can't beat it.
I
But
used
yeah,
to love that. I had the season pass where you can see a movie a day for I think I paid $30 a month.
yeah, that's so
And
nice.
that was worth it. But now it's like the concessions, it's nuts.
Yeah.
And to compare, we have a drive-in near us. We could pay it's $9.50 a ticket for
Hmm.
2 movies.
Yeah. Yep.
And they have a real like cafe where you
Yeah.
get your food and your snacks. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I am gonna have the hardest time wanting to go to the Alamo anymore.
Yeah, I don't blame you, honestly.
Fuckers.
Those big, like,
Anyways,
huge chains like
yeah.
that, they're tough to wanna fucking go to.
Yeah, and they switched owners, and I think that's what did it.
Yeah, definitely.
Scumbags. But let's get into the movie here. I don't think it can be done without many spoilers. So let's just start off with rating first,
Mhm,
and then give one thing you really enjoyed without a spoiler, and one
mhm.
thing that you wanted to be better, if anything.
Okay, you go
So yeah.
first.
Okay. So I ended up a 8 out of 10.
Uh-huh.
What I really enjoyed was the willingness to take leaps and
Right,
chances.
for sure.
I'll leave it at that for now. What I didn't like was a little bit of the times where shit was funny,
Mhm.
and I'm like, okay, Zach Cregger is a comedy guy. He knows this is funny. He knows some of this shit's out there. And I do think they did as far as like comedy horror movies go, it did a much better job balancing than normal.
Uh-huh.
I do wish the pace was a little quicker.
Uh-huh.
Also, I think what's her name is horrible.
Julia Garner?
Yeah, I hate her. She every time she was on the screen and quote unquote acting, it just pained me.
Yeah. I do agree, I don't think she's, like, great, but I don't think she's bad in this at all. So that, for me, this is gonna be a big one. I'm going 10. I don't think there's anything
Damn.
wrong with this movie. I was trying to think of anything I don't like, and I couldn't think of anything I didn't like enough to take points away for.
Sure.
And I'm watching this movie, and I'm like, yeah, I think this is gonna be a fucking 10. So this one did live up to the hype, and it did exceed my expectations. I really liked how they connected the story through each perspective of the
Yeah, that was
characters.
cool.
Yeah, I like when movies do that. My favorite one I thought was gonna be stupid and annoying, the junkie. His was
Yeah.
one of the funniest fucking parts.
Yeah.
One of the best parts too. Oh my gosh, it was wild. This was a great movie. Super
I'm
lived up to expectations. Well worth going to see in the theater.
I'm 100% with you there. Expectations absolutely met. And as far as horror movies, this is the best horror we've had since Longlegs.
Yeah.
And so I guess let's put that to the test. Hi, this or Longlegs?
It's tough. I honestly probably think maybe this. I really like Long Legs though. It's so tough to put them up
Yeah.
together. I think this just because it's the more recent one, so I'm higher on it right now. But I think probably this.
I think it's tough. It's really tough,
Mhm.
actually.
It's like neck and
Um,
neck.
I think I slightly lean long legs, and the reason being is like
I'm gonna do long legs too.
first watch. I can't think of the word. But when you watch it for the first time, like I think if you go and watch this a second time, you're not gonna get the what you felt, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
I
think the
think I agree
shock
with you on that
factor
point.
with
Yeah,
long
yeah.
legs was a bit more there.
Because long legs I saw and it really fucking stuck with me, dude. I think I
Yeah.
had like a nightmare that night. It was it gets under your fucking skin. This one's
Mhm.
a good mystery. It's a good thriller. It keeps you engaged, but it doesn't. I mean, it kind of gets under your skin a little bit in some spots, but it's
Yeah.
not like long legs level where you're like, this is fucked up what I'm watching.
The one person kind of looks like long legs. But
Yeah, dude. Holy shit, yeah.
also, I don't know if it's fair to call this horror. It's more like a mystery with horror
Mystery.
elements, you
Yeah,
know?
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I would say so too. So the only two movies I gave a 10 to this year are this and Sinners, and I like them about the same. So I was thinking, I was trying to rate it, and I was like, well, I liked it just as much as Sinners, and I gave that a 10. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Exactly.
Why have tens if you don't give a couple out? So 10.
Yeah, and that does put us. Weapons is currently tied for first now
Yeah.
with our ratings in the air. The what it is tied with is the Life of Chuck. And
Okay.
if you come in and give the Life of Chuck a 9 or a 10, it will get first by itself.
Yeah. I don't know if there's anything that can be better than that yet. So we'll see how the
Yeah.
year goes. But fuck, hell yeah.
So let's hop into these spoilers. If you don't want them, get out of here. Yeah. So first off, wild movie.
Oh my
I don't
god,
know
yeah.
what Cregger's obsession is with weird old ladies.
Yeah.
But that's 2 for 2 in his movies.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, whenever you first see her, she got under my skin crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you see the red wig and shit, I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck was that?"
Yeah.
And then, like,
Showing up
you
in
see
people's
her you
dreams.
start seeing her a couple more times, yeah, whenever the junkies running through the woods, you see her sitting in the woods, that was creepy as fuck to
Yeah.
me. That
100%.
wigged me out. But then it also led up right to a funny spot when he's getting ready to stab her in the face with all those needles, and he
Oh
stabs the
my god.
fuck out of the cop in the face.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I didn't expect this to be as funny as it was. There was a lot of funny spots in this movie,
Oh,
mostly with the junkie and the cop.
we sat next to the best lady to sit next to during this movie.
Mhm.
She was losing her shit laughing.
Yeah, a lot of people had, like, big reactions to this movie in the theater too. My theater
Yeah.
was packed for this.
That's what I that's one thing I do enjoy about the theater. It's like
Mhm.
getting all the reactions and everything.
Yeah. I
This
think
lady was like by herself sitting next to us and she was the best. I'm like, all right, this is the type of person I want to see movies with.
some of the funniest parts for me were it was all with this junkie. He's, like, asking him if he's gonna get stabbed, he goes, "No," and pulls a fucking needle out of his hand, and then just knocks him the fuck out.
Dude, that punch was brutal.
Oh my
He
god,
just
yeah.
donked him. It reminded me of the punch in shit. Shit. What was that horror movie that just came out? The same people from Talk to Me.
Bring her back.
Bring Her Back.
Oh,
When she
yes,
just
he punched the
stalks the
kid
blind
sleeping in the
girl.
bed. I forgot about that, dude,
It
holy
reminded
shit.
me of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Brolin was great. I like the mystery bit to it. You know, there's
Uh-huh.
jump scares here and there. Julia Garner, I don't know what my deal is with her. I don't know.
It does
I
seem like she's
really
always
liked
just the
her.
same character and everything.
I really liked her in Ozark. I think
Mhm.
she played that perfectly. That might
For
be part of the
sure.
problem. It was just like I think the scene that I'm like, what is she doing? Was when she was in the bar,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
it was just like so dry her
Mhm.
acting that I'm like, okay, get her off the screen. And they
Yeah.
did. They got her off the screen a lot.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
definitely.
I might have a different rating for this movie.
I'm really glad they went Brolin on this one because Pedro Pascal pulled out. If it was Pedro Pascal,
Oh,
I
nice.
think it would have been good still, but I don't know. I think Brolin just brings a different level to it. Pedro Pascal, we're borderline overexposure with Pedro Pascal right now. I like him. I think
Yeah,
he's a good
we're getting
actor, but
saturated.
he's in fucking everything. So I think he needs to take a chill pill. But so I'm some of the creepy parts I wrote them down.
Mhm.
Whenever she goes and looks through the window and the parents are just sitting there on the couch, like, oh shit,
Yeah.
what's going on here? Whenever she falls asleep in the truck and they get in the car and snip her hair, that scared the fuck out of me. They're
Yeah.
doing the weird creepy walk up to the car, and then
Yep.
you think, "Oh, they're just gonna walk by." They get in the fucking trunk. That
Yeah.
scared the shit out of me. Whenever the principal freaks out, that was creepy as hell.
His
It's
eyes just
funny 'cause his
bulging.
eyes completely bulging out of his head.
Yeah.
Um, And just the entire Gladys character is creepy as hell. Sitting in the woods, like I said, and then whenever he sees her laying in bed without the wig, the entire witch in a cult shit always is creepy to me every time.
Yes,
Creepy as
for
hell.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
big mistake taking fucking Thanos' child. I mean,
right.
then again, he kind of killed his child.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Yeah.
but no, he was fantastic. I was very happy actually. It's a trope with horror movies looking through
Mhm.
like eye holes and everything
Yeah.
indoors,
Yeah.
and then a jump scare. I was
Yeah.
so happy when she was looking through the eye hole and there wasn't one. I'm like,
Right.
hell yeah, he knows what he's doing. He
Uh huh.
knows people expect a jump scare. He didn't
Yep.
give it to him, and then bang, bang, bang. Then you
Yep.
get scared.
They definitely did a good job at not giving away a single thing in the trailer. They kept it like bare minimum advertising,
Yes,
which I definitely think they should do. Because
with
like
children
even
running.
like yeah, it's just like oh these kids go missing. That's literally all they gave us. I was like I don't know what the fuck
Yep.
to expect. And then they said they never found him, so I didn't know if they ever found him or not. What was going to happen? And then
Mhm.
whenever they do find him, it's like fucking nuts.
Yeah, there's hanging out. Their
The
weapons.
fucking the fucking end was so funny, dude. Whenever they start chasing
Oh
her
my
through
god.
literally everything in the neighborhood. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that was great. They
I'm
rip her
like,
fucking
okay,
apart.
he's bringing out the whitest kid you know.
Yeah.
This
Uh
is
huh.
like that was what made me okay with it because I'm like, he knows this is funny.
Uh
This
huh.
isn't one of those things where it's like you're laughing because it's so bad.
Mm.
You're laughing because it's nuts. It's a bunch of 30 children ripping a lady's jaw off her head.
Yeah, that
It's
was
like
insane.
wild.
Uh-huh.
Trying to think what else. The junkie was good. He was funny. There was also a lot of and you could feel a little bit of the whitest kids you know in this part where there's always like a little pause with some of the characters and then they go, "What the fuck?" There's a
Uh-huh.
lot of that and it got a chuckle every time. So I
Um,
think he did a very good job with that. The suspense, you were engaged the entire movie. I
100%,
don't
yeah,
think there was a
definitely.
single part of the movie that you're not interested in what's going
No.
on the screen.
Yeah, there was no lulls at all.
Yeah.
And also, they didn't pull any punches like the parents are fucked up for life, they said, like, the
Yeah.
cop dies, the principal dies, the junkie dies. A lot of people die besides, like, I think most of the kids probably, and then, like,
They're
Julia
just not
Garner and Josh
talking.
Bourne, yeah. Yeah, they
Yeah,
just
they're like
they're all
some of
fucked
them
up
are
for life.
talking. Yeah.
Yeah. And what else? I know, yeah, and then you realize Brolin's kid is the one that's like a dickhead, like the
Yeah.
bully. Like, oh, of course,
Yeah.
dickhead. I was reading
Yeah.
that they asked Cregger like what the or what the meaning of is the assault rifle like in the dream that he has, and he's like, I
Right.
don't really know either. Like I thought about that a lot, and I don't know what it means. So that was kind of funny too. I thought.
Yeah. The kids it felt like I don't know, like a Fortnite drop. They're like, "Oh, there's a weapons here."
Uh huh. Yep.
You see the little Batman symbol in the sky.
Uh huh. Yep.
Um yeah, I liked it. Not every movie has to have a happy ending. That's why we like Bloodline so much
Right.
as well. I'm glad they're realizing that.
Uh
Not
huh.
everything has to go right. It's like, yes, they found the children, but they're fucked up forever.
But yeah, they're all ruined. Yeah.
Also, it was
Bloodline's
funny
also on HBO Max.
watching this movie, I was like, "Oh, I feel like I've been here." And then there was a Pennsylvania license plate. I'm like, "Okay, this feels like home."
Yeah. Uh huh. Yeah, it does. It really does.
Man, I the principal and his partner, they just
Get
made
ready
like
to
8
hammer
fucking
a
hot
trail on.
dogs. They saw that, I'm like, "Why are there so many hot dogs?" And
Yeah.
then it's just 2 of them, like, "Oh god."
Yeah, it's like, "Holy shit, you guys are about to take down 8 hot dogs."
Yeah,
I think 2 hot dogs is my limit.
yeah, yeah, there's a lot of fucking hot dogs for 2 people, and I don't even know if it was for 2 people, it might have just been for the principal.
Yeah. Never got to eat them though, he got fucked
No,
up.
god. Dude, the headbutting,
The headbutting was gnarly, and it kept
brutal.
going.
Yeah, I like, I can't it's weird to say I like that. I
Mhm.
that is a good thing to have in a horror movie,
Mhm.
because a lot of horror movies like, "Oh, that person's dead. Alright, stop." No, these horror movies, it gets a little like, don't go as far as Terrifier with
Mhm.
overkill, but like that's the type where it's like, yeah, this is supposed to be fucked up.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely.
It how long was it? Now I gotta look.
I think it
Uh,
was
2
only
hours, 8 minutes.
yeah, okay, okay, yep. It didn't feel long. For
No,
instance, it felt
engaged.
less long than fucking The Naked Gun did, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's 45 minutes longer.
Yeah. I thought so. I also thought that the main kid was the narrator. It's not, it's some random girl.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
I'm like, okay, why? But I guess so. Also, the lady who plays Gladys, the old lady, she looks like a normal person, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Um, this is also the current on IMDb. It is the highest rated movie of the year.
Wow. Yep. Hell yeah, I support it.
Yeah, 7. It was an 8 last time I looked, but now it's a 7-9. The running's so fucking funny too. Like everyone just
Oh,
Naruto
yeah,
runs.
I was thinking Naruto the whole time. It was so damn funny.
Just beeline it into shit. Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. When the old lady and the children were chasing after her at the end, they ran through that person's, I think, yard. There was just some in the background. What the fuck?
Yeah. Everybody's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. How are you supposed to react?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just different. It took a risk at being different, and
Mhm.
that's really what we need
Yeah,
is
they
this
nailed it.
weird different type of film.
I think
Um
they made back their budget opening weekend, which is fucking great.
Hell yeah.
So they're definitely gonna turn a profit.
I saw people saying, and maybe correct me if this isn't true. This was originally Jordan Peele got offered this movie.
Oh, really?
That's what I saw. I don't know if it's true. And I
Be
heard
completely different movie if he did it.
and it was like people were using that as like why they didn't like the movie. Like people hated this
Oh
movie.
my gosh, that's
People were like,
crazy.
"This is the reason Jordan Peele turned it down because it's garbage." I'm like, "Okay, shut the fuck up."
Sometimes people just need punched in the mouth.
Yeah, it is one of those things, and I'm honestly very, very surprised at the rating
Mhm.
overall because this very much feels like a movie that either you're gonna love it or hate it. There's
Mhm.
no
For
in
sure.
between.
Yeah. Whenever you sent me the emoji, I thought you hated it. I was like, "Oh, shit, we have a fucking battle on our
No,
hands."
no, this is. I think I'm trying to base it off of the life of Chuck. I think this has a good chance at being our number one.
Yeah, I would
Which
say
is gonna
so.
be wow, 2 horror movies in a row, right? Yeah, Long
Yeah.
Legs was last year.
Yeah, crazy. My 2 favorite movies of this whole year are Sinners and this, so that's like a pretty big year
There
for
you
horror,
go.
all things considered.
Which is funny because I think a lot of our bottom movies are also horror, like Woman in the Yard, Peter Pan, Corn in the Clown Field.
Yeah.
Like they just horror is so difficult.
It really is.
Anything else you want to hit on this movie other than hey people, if you haven't seen it and you just listen to all these spoilers, you fucked up.
Yeah, you
But
fucked up. You should
g-
have seen it first.
go see it.
Yeah. Hopefully you turned this off, went and saw it, and then you turned it back on to listen to the end.
That's right.
Because it's so damn good.
Yeah, easily I almost said best horror of the past 5 years, and we just said no because we had Long Legs.
Yeah, definitely one of the best horrors of the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's definitely top two. But yeah, we're burning through movies with this. Since with our current ratings right now, my average rating is a 6
Huh?
for movies. Yours is currently a 6.59.
Oh,
So
okay.
slightly higher, but not as far apart. We were really far apart last year. I mean, the year's not over, but we were almost a full point apart last year. We're a little closer together this time around.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely.
And so let me just read through our current top 5. Only 2 of them are movies one of us haven't seen. So currently at number 1, well, tied for number 1, is Life of Chuck and Weapons. So tied for number
Mhm.
1. At I guess would be third place is Friendship.
Which I'm
Fourth,
raising my score on Friendship, by the way. Once I watch it again, I'm gonna like it again. But
okay,
after seeing so many clips on Instagram and stuff, I think I'm at like let's see. I think I put it to an 8.3 now. So I don't remember what
okay.
exactly I was at. But I bumped it up quite a
Oh
bit, I think.
fuck. Oops. Um. Okay, that actually makes things easier. That is now in third place on its own. It used to be
Nice.
tied for third place. Now it is there on its own. It was tied originally, which is now fourth place. Mission Impossible. Still haven't seen it.
Ah, right. Yeah, you
So
go
maybe
check that
that'll
out. It should
change.
be streaming soon. I think it probably might be
I don't
actually.
know how it isn't. I keep looking for it like every week,
Really? So
and
damn,
it's
that's
still
crazy.
not fucking out there. And then in fifth place, no tie, Final Destination Bloodline. So
Wow.
2 out of the top 5 are horror movies. It's crazy.
Hell yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, good year for horror, and we have more coming.
Yeah, that means 3 of my favorite movies this year probably like Bloodlines, Sinners,
Yeah.
Weapons, all horror.
Yeah.
Wow,
Good year for horror. Great year.
definitely.
Why is Luckiest Man in America there twice? I fucked
I'm waiting
something
to
up.
see something pop up this year. It's going to be like a real like 10 out of 10. It's not something that was like expected. Like I'm waiting to see something like kind of like a Brutalist pop up here within the end of the year that
Yeah.
I'm going to love.
Weird.
Maybe the Smashing Machine.
Smashing Machine has a chance. I didn't know that was Safdie.
Yeah, yep.
I just learned that for the trailers during Weapons. I was like,
Yeah,
oh
they keep
shit.
showing it. I'm
Okay.
like getting excited for it. I think it's October, so that'll be cool.
That looks good. What was the other Leo movie? One Battle After Another.
Oh
That's
yeah,
probably
that's right.
not
We
gonna
have
be
that
very
too.
high, but still.
Yep. I forgot all about that one.
Smashing Machine. What else we got? I don't give a shit about Tron.
Yeah, no, I could not give a shit less. I mean, I'll probably see it, but
Sure.
I'm not a Tron guy at all. I've never seen a Tron movie.
I actually don't think I have either.
Never.
Springsteen with Jeremy Allen White. I
That'll
think
probably
that
be
has
cool.
possible. That's
That'll
a
be cool.
chance. Now we're
I don't know. I might have a sweet spot for it.
oh god, it hurts. Because I know I'm gonna have to watch it, and it's gonna be three. It is 3 hours. It's 3 hours 12 minutes. Stop
God
it,
damn, it's so long.
fucking James Cameron.
Yeah, I mean that's criminal.
Yeah, he's kind of a jerk for this. If I'm being honest, but yeah, Ty should bring us to the end here. We might have a little hiatus.
I was gonna say I'm going to Florida on Sunday next week till Thursday.
Yeah,
So we
you're
could
going.
potentially rip one before if I see Americana and Nobody 2, we could maybe do a pod Friday or Saturday evening before I go, but yeah, we might have to wait till I get back from Florida. You
Yeah.
got stuff going on too, I'm sure.
Yep. Next week we're going. I guess it's kind of camping.
Hell yeah.
But I would be back on the 23rd, and then I'm gone for a week. Actually, we might be able to do an in-person one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
When I'm up there. We might be able to get 2 or 3 in-person ones.
I was
Because
gonna
I'm coming
say.
up for a week at the end of the month, coming back to Austin, and then I come back again for another 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I keep
So
forgetting, like, I'm
maybe
gonna
that.
be coming down in November probably
Hell
for
yeah,
the
you are.
part like, so that'll be fucking great.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Big things ahead.
Too big. Too big. All right, we out of here.